Men, what are some questions you've always wanted to ask women, but were too embarrassed? How are most of you not bald? I swear I can make a Muppet with the amount of hair my partner and female friends seamlessly dump all over the house. Why the hell am I pulling a 2FT long hair out of my ass crack LMAO edit? I am not alone. Women's hair thins with age too, and some do actually experience a degree of baldness. More women than you realize are wearing toppers, extensions, or wigs. Women losing their hair is way less socially acceptable than men losing theirs. So those who suffer from hair loss tended to go to great lengths to hide it, in a similar way to how we are so secretive about how much hair grows everywhere else on our bodies. My cousin has alopecia. For the longest time, she wore headscarves and hats. Within the last few years, she started going without any head coverings, and honestly, she looks stunning. Not like, OMG, you're so brave, but it complements her facial structure really well. But people always want to know why. Or they think she lost her hair cause of chemo. How can you walk on those 10 feet tall high heels and not break your ankles? Some of us absolutely cannot. I refuse to do that nonsense. I'm not torturing my feet for anything I really want to know. Does the first time having sex actually hurt? I'm a guy that always wanted to know. Yes, it did. I felt it for a few days after. But it doesn't hurt for all women, so the true answer is that it depends. I lost my virginity with a girl who was also a virgin. Her expression of pain just trying to get it in was so bad that it caused me to lose my boner with no hope of getting it back. I went to my doctor and got Viagra for the next attempt. We ended up hooking up for 3 months, and she said if that hadn't happened that way, it would have been just a one-time thing. For some reason, my mom decided to print out all of the prescriptions I had filled that year and found out about the fucking Viagra. How TF they have a baby pop out of their vag and still want more kids? Like, ain't that shit painful? Once you have one, your brain floods your system with happy hormones. For some women, this is all they need to want to do it again. In my case, while I very fondly remember the first hold of my newborns and love a cuddle of someone else's newborn, there isn't enough money in the world to make me go again. And it's not so much about the pain, 'cause that's temporary. It was the sleep-deprived 6 months that followed. I've got 2 kids. As soon as I was pregnant with number 2, I suddenly remembered how uncomfortable pregnancy felt. It was a real, oh fuck, that's right, why did I want to do this again? Moment. For me, pregnancy was like being hungover with hay fever, that you can't medicate, for 40 weeks. I'm 37-ish weeks right now, and pretty much as soon as I knew I was going to stay pregnant, 2 miscarriages, 1 successful and this one, I remember how much I fucking hated being pregnant. This time was a lot easier. I started swelling with my first kid around 14-15 weeks and ended up gaining 70+ pounds of water weight. But I had stroke-like migraines for about a month that were really hard to break, a mental health breakdown at 30 weeks, and have been having awful contractions for the last weeks such that sleep is impossible. And does penis size actually matter to y'all? It's like boob size. A vocal minority cares a lot. The rest is just happy with what is there. Porn skews what people think is average, especially when you are young, and sex in general. Sex starts in the brain. Lots of foreplay and attention. Some good tongue time. You'll get there. Hell, caring about your partner's needs is half the battle. Communicate and don't be afraid to ask what, how they want. In my experience anyway. When a guy wears a condom, does it feel like a dildo? Besides the protection, do y'all enjoy sex with a condom as much as sex without it? Doesn't feel fake, but also not quite as good as without a condom. Like imagine a sliding scale with a penis at one end and dildo at the other. Penis with condom is probably not quite at the halfway point, still on the penis side of the scale. That makes all the sense in the world. How do I differentiate between a woman flirting with me and just complimenting me? If she's at work, just assume she's not flirting. She might be, but it's way more likely that she's not, and it's just too messy and awkward. So don't hit on batistas or bartenders or cashiers. Absolutely. I think about it this way. If someone is being paid to be nice, don't read into how they interact with you. I was a waiter for years, and trust me, Your server is just trying to get through the day at their shit job. Not get laid. Compliments aren't stretched out for long periods of time unless you're in a relationship. People usually give 1 or 2 compliments, then continue the conversation. While flirting will be part of most of the conversation. Personally, I think body language is super important. My love languages are quality time and physical touch, so like compliment. I smile and tell you I like your shirt flirting. I smile and tell you I like your shirt, but maybe put my hand out towards you. Also might move into closer proximity to you. Eyes are super important. I think we kind of subconsciously, or consciously, look at someone's lips when you're attracted to them. What can we do when you're on your period? Like, I'd love to help, but is chocolate and ibuprofen the best way? Be kind and understanding. Chocolate and painkillers is cool too, but ask for specifics because some people have a preference for salty over sweet or acetaminophen over ibuprofen. Make an effort where you can to help out more around the house if you live together. Hell, even if you don't live together. If my BF offered to come over and help me with cooking, cleaning, while I was on my period, I'd be swooning into his arms. Heating pads, chassis, hot water bottles are great to help with the pain. Also, if I'm feeling emotional or sensitive, having a stuffed animal or pillow I can hold is nice. As for if when you get into a relationship, I appreciate cuddles, or my partner applying some pressure to my lower back or pelvis. Again, helps with the pain. This is amazing. What a thoughtful son, brother. Can you find out what products they use? My son will go and buy me sanitary products, and I remember the first time he rang me from the aisle, absolutely blown away by the different products. Now he knows what I use, and will even make decent substitutions on his own. If it's a sister, they may be embarrassed. Tread carefully. And maybe, definitely, when she's not on her period, discuss it with her, and just convey that you want to help if you can. So if there's anything she needs or you can do for her at the time, what would that be? Honestly, communication is the key. Also, when you move out, have a range of products in your bathroom. They'll be a lifesaver for any female visitors caught short.